Hi everyone,
Hi.
it's Michael
And Mitchell.
with Magical Keys Vacations. And if you don't know, we're your favorite travel agents who like to specialize in Disney, Universal, cruises, and more. We hope you had a happy Thanksgiving and are having a happy holidays. Speaking of holidays and speaking of travel, we hope you have something that you might need when it's coming for those crazy times for people getting sick, crazy weather, and anything like that. So stay tuned to see what that might be.
All right. So, something our clients always ask is if they need travel insurance, travel protection, anything like that on their vacation.
Who knows?
And it kind of depends on the trip, but for most parts, we're going to say yes.
You know.
And here's why. Actually, I'm going to start with a story of this just happened Thanksgiving week. So, we had a client booked for Disney. They had all their dining reservations, their flights down there, their rooms booked. It was going to be a surprise.
They paid in full already, right?
Yep, paid
Paid
in
in
full.
full.
And their kid ended up in the emergency room and the ICU. So, of course, they call us panicked, not knowing what to do. They've been looking forward. It was going to be their first trip. And luckily, they had bought travel protection. So we were able to contact Disney, and they were able to fully refund their package. So tickets, resort, and they, clearly didn't refund the travel protection, which I believe was like $190. But they were able to refund all of their money less than 7 days out. And then they also let me know to pass along this number to the clients where they can apply to get their flights, rental car, anything like that that would cover under their medical needs and get it reimbursed. So, as sad as it was that, they couldn't take their trip, it was very stressful. They had the ease of knowing that they already had this travel protection purchased and they could contact us to contact Disney and get that taken care of. And then they just had to file the rest of the reimbursement application. So sometimes just the travel protection is a good ease of mind because you never know what's going to happen. And Disney does offer a travel protection plan when you purchase their packages. So we always recommend that.
It's a good safety net to have,
Yeah.
just in case.
And of course, you always want to look at what travel protection or travel insurance you're looking at, whether you're going domestic or international, and what the coverage entails.
Yeah.
Because it's not always going to cover everything, and we are not licensed travel insurance reps or insurance reps in general, so we won't go into like all the details, but it's definitely something that you want to look at anytime you travel. So definitely knowing what kind of travel insurance or travel protection you're getting for what kind of trip is important. You should always look at your credit card because sometimes your credit card will cover travel insurance or protection. Um, it might also apply to if you use the credit card for, say, flights and then you use a different card for the trip, but one of the cards doesn't have the travel protection plan, it may not cover the portion you use for the other card. So always check that out first. And then you also want to look at the other types of travel protection insurance. You definitely want to make sure there's some sort of medical on there. You never know what can happen. Another story, we know a family was on a cruise out of the country and something happened at one of their destinations. They ended up having to get off the ship. They couldn't do the rest of the cruise. And they had to figure out how to get back, how to handle all of the medical stuff, and make sure they had passports. So I'm just going to throw this in there. Even if you're doing a cruise that's a closed loop and you're going to an island that you might get off of, you don't know what's happening, make sure you have a passport as well. Yeah. Even if they say you don't need one, make sure you grab one.
Bring it.
But these are just some instances where having travel protection, travel insurance, medical travel insurance, anything like that is very important. So for us, we're going to say you should get it, or at least look into it before your trip. So, if you're asking that question of if you should get travel protection or insurance, again, take a look at what you're doing, who's involved, go from there. It's always a smart idea to have something before you travel. Um, and of course, some of the travel insurances don't cover pre-existing illnesses. Um, and there's also specific requirements for each area. So just make sure you check them out, and definitely look into it. And maybe you have like car, house, life insurance already. Maybe they have a travel insurance for there as well. And you can sometimes do per trip, or there's even travel insurances that can do like a whole year worth of traveling.
Bam.
So you get it done in one stop, and then you don't have to stress about it.
Nice.
So that's really all we wanted to come on here and talk about, especially because it just happened to us. It was fresh in our minds, and we thought you would really like to know. So if you have ever had an instance pop up while you were traveling, please let us know. We'd love to hear your story. And we'd love to hear if you think you need travel insurance or you don't, and what experience you've had with that.
Yeah.
All right, guys, you have a great day, and we will see you next week.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.